it's an amazing thing to have 10 to 12 listens per week when you're just getting going. So I appreciate that very much. But to the point of what I'm trying to say, basically, if you're hearing this after the fact, let everybody know that this show, NWAPP, is going to be live every Sunday. And they will get better as the audience grows, okay? Because I will be reading live your chats from the chats here, and you will be able to interact with me in person, live, and contribute to the show in that way, via chat. And chat is typing, and I know some people don't want to type. It is what it is, but I will gladly work the board to do that. Alright, something else I wanted to talk about tonight, alright, because I watch television and everything. Sunday, I'm always off on Sunday, and so I get the opportunity to view several things. And around here in southern Indiana, we have a channel, and I'm sure it's nationwide as well, but it won't be in every market. We have a channel called Cozy, and on Sundays, Cozy TV shows things like the original Linda Hamilton, I think that's her name, right? Linda Hamilton. The original Wonder Woman television series. It shows that. It shows the $6 Million Man, Steve Austin, and that's the thing I wanted to get to here. Is I had forgotten that the $1 Million Man's name was Steve Austin, thanks to WWE's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Right? You know, it's one of those. I'm laughing because we have a new kitten running around the apartment, and her name is Miss Fortune. Miss Fortune is a card, and I will probably start making some YouTube videos and put those up on Nerd with a Phone podcast on YouTube for you to enjoy, of Miss Fortune being less than 4-month-old kitten. It's super entertaining for me. I would imagine it should be entertaining for you, Internet. I mean, the Internet is basically cats and porn, so we're not going to be getting any porn out of me. Might as well show you some... Might as well show you some kitten being a kitten. Alright, so we are going to take just the slightest of breaks here. We'll call it 30 seconds for station identification, basically, and be right back. Alrighty, and if you're just joining the feed, you are listening to NWAPP, Nerd with a Phone Podcast's second channel, here on Spreaker.fm. How are you doing? Welcome in. Okay, what we have talked about so far, alright, is a little bit of a discussion about Cozy Television and Stone Cold Steve Austin. The fact that I have a new episode up, new to Spreaker, the raw version of Batman Part 1, an episode we did, like episode 6 from the Over the Phone podcast. And then we were also mentioning the fact that the filmmaker Kevin Smith has a limited series coming to Netflix at some point about He-Man. And we're just one of those deals, man. We're just doing it. Alright, so thank you for listening, sharing, and subscribing to NWAPP, the second channel here. And I think what I'm going to do is we'll give this a shot. A couple more times here. We're going to be live every Sunday, everything like that. I will do my best to get some guests going on, like relatively soon. There's an event going on here in town that I would like to try to cover, and we'll see what happens with that. If I could go live from it, that would be amazing. But you need permission to do things like this. Alright. But yeah, as per usual, we are going to do some shout-outs. And those shout-outs are to the following people. I want to thank, once again, Miss Eileen Smith over on YouTube for turning me on to Spreaker in the first place as an option. It's not something I would have done otherwise, but I've been watching her for pretty much the last year I've been doing podcasting, and she has on more than a few occasions said that Spreaker is just awesome, and every podcaster should at least try it, and that's what we're doing. Alright, also I want to say thank you to you, NWAPP audience, the nerds and nerdettes out there who continue to listen. It kind of fell off there, but I wasn't giving you all any new content, and I'm 100% certain that is why that it fell off. We will get into a rhythm of doing this live thing. I have never been live and just talking for this long of time ever. So it's a learning curve, and I appreciate you people sticking here with me as we get this going. But just quickly, a little bit more about the Paranormal Fire podcast that's going on. It is a discussion and exploration of all things paranormal. Ghosts, goblins, demons, other dimensions. So the eccentric sciences, as I've heard someone call them before. And yeah. So yeah, Am I Evil is the second channel for Paranormal Fire, and at least right now, I have some thought as to maybe doing a true crime podcast as well, and I figure the name Am I Evil might work for that. I can always, edit that down, but let's go ahead and check. We've been going about 24 minutes here, and yeah, there's nobody going into the chat. Okay, well, alright, well, see, I'm very much wanting that to be a thing, because that would provide the context and everything. Anybody that's listening, please, alright? If you don't want to go live, okay, that's fine. That's fine. We don't have to do it live. everybody's got a work schedule and everything, and you listen to but that's part of the fun of podcasts, right? You listen to them when, how, and where you can. So, we will table any further discussion coming up. Something else. Alright. Basically, thank you for sharing, liking, and subscribing to NWAPP, Learn with a Phone podcast, and Paranormal Fire, and Am I Evil? Alright. 4. Dreadful Rock 574, Azure Dragoness, aka Michelle, and everybody who's listening to Nerd with a Phone podcast. I'm Charles Haig. You're a Nerd with a Phone. You've been you. Please stay tuned. Remember, get hashtag nerdified, because get nerdified means get happy, and why would you be anything else? Thank you, and good night.